We got us a cotton picking mess. A cotton picking cable mess. I want to show you something. That is a buck track. This is a highly elusive creature. I have had to do extensive scouting to find this track, okay? You can see the back print, and you can see the front feet. This has taken me a long time to find. I mean, I had to walk all the way through my barn doors and out my back door to find that print right there. I mean, that is such an elusive creature. It is unreal. I felt like that was not an exciting send-off. Hey, what is going on, Blackberry Ridgians? For those of you who don't know who we are Blackberry Ridge. You clicked on the channel, you saw the channel name. No need to tell you that. My name is Josh Nave, and Josh, I don't know why I told you my last name. You don't need to know my last name. That's kind of creepy now. I'm gonna step in here, let the camera catch up. Catch up, camera. Focus. There we go. Hey, so today we got a cable mess. So a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, we fixed that road out there. You've seen that in another video. If you haven't, maybe there's a card right here or here. Left shoulder, I think, because it's backwards. Right here. So go watch that. You'll see the road after it all got fixed up and made pretty. But during that time frame, our dozer operator cut our cable line. He fell into the cable trench, the water trench, which I got a whole video series on the ditch, the water ditch. So you can see that here or here, whichever one it comes up in. Go watch that, that was entertaining. So when the dozer operator was fixing the road, he fell into the ditch, he cut the cable line. So today, the cable company had to come out and splice that up. And while they were splicing that up, we also took a little video of them, what they were doing, and maybe a little bit about how they did it. And then we went to go do a little bit of investigating as to where they were going to tap into our cable line off of the poles, the power poles. So I'll roll a little footage of that. But first, let's look at the cable fix. All right, so you've made all your splices. What did you call those up top there?
These are called Scotch locks.
Scotch locks, Scotchies for short.
Scotchies, yes. So you're just connecting your cables there. There's a bar that presses
for your splice.
That's our jelly. That's what makes it waterproof. So we slide that down.
And then the threads right there on the side grab.
Exactly. And that makes waterproof seal. Then we bury that and you're good to go.
And I just got some of it on my finger.
And you just got some of it on your finger.
All right, so that's our splice. So that's where it was cut. And down there's where it's cut. And they made a splice in between.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so that was, come on, man. This lighting is killing me. Find me. There we go. Okay, so that that was the video and kind of what he was doing with the splice. So here's a little bit of footage of where we were. I took him on the Ranger to go do a little investigating on where we were going to actually hang the where we were actually going to tap into the main line and bring and do the splice and whatever he was talking about, the dead air, or I don't even remember. It's been like 10 minutes since I had that conversation. So we did some investigating on where to tap into the cable. I mean, that's the best thing I can tell you. That's what we did. So I'll show you a little footage of that right meow. What does that mean? It's got a dry spot on it. That is what you guys use?
Yeah, this is a dry spot. Okay, so we're coming in with a 4 flat. Depending on how many pairs you use, we'll probably have to run the other one. We'll probably have to drop off that one. Because, see, this is his line. And we have blue-white working on it. Not working. Not working. Yeah.
Is there, so how come you've got all those wires and only 2 are going to him?
Well,
just out of curiosity,
yeah,
because I'm ignorant about this, and probably a lot of people watching this might be too.
I feel you. So that's a working pair. All right, this goes here, goes to your line, connects. That's where you get connectivity from. So you're gonna connect blue, which is basically like a power. That's
okay.
the best way to think about it. And your white, which is like a negative.
A ground or a negative?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually called ring and tip.
Okay.
But that's where you're getting your signal from. So what I'm guessing is he's got an older line.
Yeah.
So each of these are pairs. So you're gonna have
blue and red, brown and white,
gray and white,
green and white, blue and white.
So he's probably had issues in the past, right? So say blue and white goes bad, orange and white's still good. So you connect orange and white, and that looks like what happened here is, yeah, that was on blue.
So you only ever need 2?
Yeah, you only,
and the others are fail safes or what?
You can, that's what I was talking to you about. If you're on a single pair, which a lot of people do 2+ bonded.
Define that.
2+ bonded is, I'm going to use 2 of these pairs and it's just going to give you more bandwidth.
Oh, okay. So let's use 7 of the pairs.
Right. That doesn't happen. 2+ is where you stop at. I wish it did work like that. It'd make a lot easier work for me.
I got YouTube videos to upload.
You
got to give me more power.
Do need
the Tim the Tool Man Taylor method of more power. There you go.
Oh man. Yeah, what they're probably gonna have to do is I'm probably gonna have to drop you down there and put a dry spot in.
Put me in a dry spot right there on that pole.
Preferably on that side.
On the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the other side of the road, so I don't have to cross the road.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be easier for you because if you ever dozer or anything
exactly
like that, you're not gonna have to hit it.
Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about that.
Oh crap! Can't do it today.
No, because that aerial is not my forte. I like to stay on the ground. I like to stay on the ground.
Yep.
So
what are you going to do? Trench me up to it, or you're not going to do any of that until we have answers?
No, until I have answers, I'm not going to trench anything in. We have you coiled right there. That's a big coil of copper.
Yep.
So as soon as I find out where I'm going to go to, we're just going to send you there. But yeah, you do have fiber coming there. You do.
Good deal. Fiber soon? Do you guys have any idea?
No. As far as timelines?
Yeah. I think your COO lives right up the street here, and I think he's got fiber. Uh-oh. All right, well, I actually learned something there. Hopefully you did too. That was some very good information. I don't really know much about, what your cable line looks like coming from your house and all that kind of stuff. And I build houses, I kind of do that. I'm involved in that, but that was the first time I've really had a kind of a tutorial of all that. I've seen the inside of a cable line. I knew what all of those wires looked like, but I never knew exactly what the purposes were like they just described. So that was pretty cool. But we were basically we're standing at my gate right now. We were basically standing down at that pole right there. I'll zoom in on it. That was the last pole. You can kind of see the drop here. That's going to an adjacent property's house. But you can kind of see where we were standing. As you can see, that was, not as you can see, you probably didn't know, but now you will know after I tell you. That was the last power pole before our gate. That was here before we moved up to the property and had that power line added. When we added the power line, the power company added this pole, and it goes from this pole down underground all the way up our road to our barn. So that's what's happened there. So the cable company actually doesn't want to cross our new road to attach to this pole or that pole. They are already right over here coming out of this ditch. That's actually their conduit and their copper line coiled up there on the fence that you see. We're actually going to go to this pole right here, and we're going to grab the cable from that pole underground, make another splice as you just saw right here. And actually, no, they have enough cable right here wired up. They don't have to make a splice, so that's good. So they'll make a solid run to that pole right there, connect into that pole, go underground, into the ditch, all the way up the road. So, I got a puppy coming to see me. Oh, look at you. It's okay. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. Come here. Good puppy. Oh, my dog's gonna love you. What dog do you have? I've got a German Drahthaar. He's kind of a pointer. All right, so that was Bean. Bean came up and greeted us, but I think you got the gist of what's going on. We're gonna run to that pole over there so they don't have to cross the road, and get our cable hooked up here so we can have internet at the barn, really roughing it, you know, internet at the barn. But I've got to be able to YouTube from anywhere and everywhere because, you know, people demand my YouTube channel. It's in high demand. So I got to be able to YouTube wherever I'm at. And if it's in a barn, then it's in a barn. So yeah, well, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, all right, well, I've rambled enough. I hope you found this informative. I hope you found this educational. And we're gonna be back up here this weekend. We got bad weather coming, possibly 3 inches of snow, and I cannot wait to play on Blackberry Ridge in the snow. Let's see if it happens. Until then, I'll see you next time up on the ridge. I felt like that was not an exciting send-off. We'll see you next time up on the ridge.